Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Russian review time. Today's review will be of the Repo World War II Morale K rations. Of course, this went in production May 1944. I'm not sure if they made it for D-Day or not. Maybe for D-Day, I don't know. I should know really. But maybe they made it over for D-Day in June, 6th of June. They've been introduced over the coming years and stuff. But I found these at the Militaria show for £10 for a set of 3 with contents. So I'm dying to see what these contents are and how accurate they are. Just want to read you this. A radical change in packaging of the K ration was in the use of different colours and design. Easier identification of the units. The new designs went into production in May 1944. The composition of the contents of the K ration didn't change much. It's basically the same as the Type 3 ration. So there you go. So we're going to investigate what is inside these suckers. Then what I'll do is I'll show you a picture of what should be inside these compared to the Repo rations. So we'll bang these out of the way then we'll start on the breakfast. This has been your breakfast menu, so let's do that first. Right, well, here we go then. Let's see how accurate they were. So they've got the wax packaging. Of course, in the factory back in the States, these would have been tested per box, dropped in some water. If they leaked, basically they're gone. These have been dipped in wax and then soaked in a big tub of water. I know because I've seen the video. So let's find out. Actually, let's read the contents for us. You've got meat and eggs, eat cold after heating by boiling a can of water. Biscuits, coffee, cereal, dry, crumble into canteen cup. Fruit bar, make into jam by stewing 3 to 5 minutes. About 14 spoonfuls of water. Sugar, chewing gum and cigarettes. So let's see what we have in here, shall we? There was a K ration on YouTube, not YouTube, eBay. It was like 200 and something quid, but I just couldn't afford it. Much I'd love to got my hands on it, I just could not afford the damn thing. So we got part of breakfast there, so let's see what's in there, shall we? Right, so for starters, you've got the US Army Field Ration K meat and eggs. I have no idea what the heck that would have tasted like. I really don't know why they didn't carry on here in England. They should have reproduced. I would have liked to have seen what that looked like. Blue Star Food Incorporated, Council Bluffs, Iowa, 7 ounces. That tells me from 2014, so that gives you a rough idea of December when that ran out. This has probably been a tuna tin, I reckon. They've gone for that US Army sort of opened P38 look, haven't they? I don't know what the contents of this are without lifting that lid up. I'm not going to friggin' know, but I'm not picking up anything bad. If anything, this ration smells, it's got that old smell, you know what I mean? It has like a really sort of World War II type military smell about it. So what the heck is in that? I do not know. So that'll be your breakfast. Oh. And you'll have had your K4 crackers. A rough guess, this is either cardboard, it's quite heavy, or Jacob's cream crackers because they're square and they look about that size. So you've got a 4 ounce net, Chicago, Illinois, Quartermaster Depot, US Army. But I'm guessing they are Jacob's cream crackers by the feel of it as well. Not bad, not bad. So you've had your crackers with your breakfast. And then moving on, we've got soluble coffee product, Nescafe. I think there might be enough for 2, maybe, possibly 1. You'll have that. Coffee again, 2 maybe. So it's basically 2 or 4 coffees. No coffee at all. If I had me before I put that together, I would have put coffee in that to give it that coffee shake. At least you could have opened the sucker up and had a coffee, couldn't you? So we've got Domino sugar, 4 grams, Domino Foods Incorporated, so I can't pronounce that word, something in New York. Notice on the back, mosquitoes, blah blah blah, malaria, etc. So you got sugar, of course the P38, World War II one. Whether it would have been in the pack, I don't know, or open, I'm not sure. But that would have been on top of the tin with the matches, basically sat on there. I think it's the matches. Oh, 101st Airborne. Oh, what a surprise. Camp Tokwa. This, have they put matches in there? Yes, they have. They have put matches. Whether they're the right ones, I don't know. But there are matches in there. Somehow this package has got wet. I don't know how. It's Run, 101st Airborne. It's got the Georgia, wow, with the rifles there. So that basically the matches were sat on top of the can with the can opener. So let's see what was really in the tin for breakfast. So as you can see, they've had the packaging, the K-ration crackers, which I made out of French ration. They're about as close as you can get, I think. The tin, yeah, they got that right. Oh, I dropped it. They got the tin right. As you can see, there's no spoon either. There would have been a little wooden spoon in there. Toilet paper, I think, maybe. Is that toilet paper? Yeah, Waldorf toilet paper. There's no toilet paper. They would have been, the coffee would have been in that one. In the white packs, from what I can remember. Lucky Strike cigarettes. There's no cigarettes either. Chiclets. There's no gum either. So there's quite a bit missing, really, if you think about it. So they haven't really sort of gone to town and got the contents right. You know, there's no K4 crackers unless they would have been in that pack. But as you can see, there's no K4 crackers there. It's just individual crackers packed into this tight little packet. I know because I've seen them do it on a video. I've seen them pack these suckers. So it's close, but you know, there's a lot wrong with it, to be honest, isn't there? Domino sugar, don't think that was in there. Maybe. I can't see it there. Chiclets, there's no sugar in there that I can see. But, you know, it's about as close as you can get to that type, but there is a lot wrong with it. They never should have gone down that route, really. You could probably find stuff like this on eBay or in the States, but you know, you've got to pay for it to get over, haven't you? So there you go, that's the contents of breakfast. That's a real breakfast, what should have been the real breakfast. So we'll bang the can back down there, and it's all, what's that? What's in here? What's this? Oh, and gum. Yeah, there's, I don't think there's any regular gum in this. Maybe. Got the little cardboard cut out. Let's read that instructions again. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, chewing gum, sugar, cigarettes. So that was breakfast, but there's no. I don't see the sugar in there though. That's the problem. I don't see it in there. I don't see it in there. Unless they're chiclets. There's no sugar. I don't see the sugar. Unless it's in that packet there. But that might have been the ration crackers. Who knows, eh? Anyway, so, you know, it's about as close as damn it, innit? So, we'll put this back the way it should be. So, there's been can opener on top with cigarettes as well, if they were here, but of course cigarettes aren't here. But I think I do have packs of cigarettes I could actually add to that and make it a bit more real if I wanted to. Got K-ration crackers, coffees, although I'd put the real coffee. I have got a Wrigley's spearmint gum, better one than that I think. I might have one spare. And of course Domino sugar, which I don't think was in there. So there we go, that is the content of the breakfast menu. The World War II morale ration even. Don't just wish some days you could time travel back into like World War II or whatever, dressed as a US soldier or whatever. Just grab a couple of these and go back. Oh, I'm having awesome or what? Right, so we're moving on to dinner time now. Apparently, from what I heard, mess tins were actually brought to the soldiers. They didn't actually carry the mess tins in them because they basically rattle and make too much noise. So whether they carried the rations on them, I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think there's anything in there, is there? Pull the cardboard insert out. I don't think there's anything else in. I can't see anything else down the bottom there. But yeah, that's what I heard. Apparently, this would have had cheese, should be eaten cold, assorted biscuits, confection, lemonade or orangeade, 4 lumps of sugar, chewing gum, cigarettes and matches. So let's see if those contents are here, shall we? Right then. So we've got American cheese, good old American cheese, probably a can of tuna, 2014 date on it, so but they've kind of gone for open look again, I think. It sort of looks like it's sort of been tried to open there at the bottom. But it's probably a can of tuna, but it smells old. I don't know how they got that smell from, but it has that army smell. If you ever smell that army smell, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, interesting. So that would have been the cardboard tube. Okay. What we got here then? I think that's orange. Synthetic. I think that's orange. I think that's orange. VD matches. Yep, black tips. Whether what they were in real life, I don't know. Easy to pick up, so basically put something on the end of it. VD matches. What's this? Orange again, I think it's orange. Can't quite make it so dark, I can't sort of read it. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, I'm just going to go a magnifying glass. Right, I've used a magnifying glass. They weren't what I said they were. Apparently they are 2 lemon juice fortified powders, synthetic. So whether they had 2 of those in there, I'm not quite sure yet until we have a look at the real one. So we've got 2 lemon drinks, although they should have put lemon powder in there. You can get an MRE and put stuff in there, can't you? Soluble coffee products, there's been Nescafe. Yeah, I would have, there's nothing in there at all. I would have actually put Nescafe in there, but that's just me. What the hell is this? Oh, blimey, that's different. Blue Pheasant Lubricated Prophylactic. Wow. There's nothing in there, it's just light. Absolutely nothing in there at all, VD. So basically that says it all, really, doesn't it? But this would not have been in the K ration. I can tell you that for a fact. This has been either carry in the pockets or something like that, or B, you might have put it in with a ration just to keep it safe out of the way. But I've never seen anything like that in a ration. Right, so moving on, we have malted milk tablets. Whether they've been in there, I am not sure, but we will find out. Feels a bit squishy. Maybe it's toilet roll or something like that without opening it. It doesn't feel like, it's not hard enough to be sweet or candy or whatever, but whatever they use, it's pretty heavy. And of course Chesterfield cigarettes, nothing in this either, it's empty. I have a pack, or a couple of packs like this. I might add one to the whatever ration if I think it needs adding. Mild, cooler, better taste. But of course, as we all know, they didn't know back then, 70 odd years ago, that this would actually give you cancer if you continue to smoke it, of course. So there we go. So that is the dinner menu. So let's have a look and see how accurate they've got that, shall we? Right, so there's no tin opener for the can, so you couldn't have got the can opener unless you had a P38. Soluble coffee product. There's no biscuits either. No biscuits, no, the coffee's the wrong pack anyway. Waldorf salad or Waldorf paper. No Waldorf paper in there either, but you can get this on eBay because I've seen it, and I might just get that. Just to add thingy. There's a cereal bar. No cereal bar either. Sugar. There's no sugar. Surprise, surprise. Gum. There's no chewing gum either. What's that? Nescafe. Yeah, Nescafe there. So I think I don't know what the hell that is. Probably a fruit bar or something. I'm not sure. But I can't quite see what that is either. Might be cigarettes maybe. But as you can see, that's the proper World War II contents of the dinner ration. So there's quite a bit missing, to be honest. Quite a bit missing. But never mind. Right, so let's just have a quick recap of that. So we've got confection, lemonade, orangeade. Yeah, we've got 2 powders. But what I'm looking at here is completely different to what I'm looking at from the real one. 4 lumps of sugar, no sugar either. Chewing gum, no chewing gum. Matches, there's no matches, but we have cigarettes. So there's quite a bit missing from this, as you can see. There's a lot missing from the dinner time menu. I would have done a bit more research and try and added some items. But, you know, I mean, this guy was probably a 101st Airborne fan. I wouldn't have any doubt in my mind. Matches and cigarettes would have been on top of that, I think. But, you know, he's obviously a 101st Airborne fan. Me, I like to do something different. I'm actually a 35th Infantry fan, because they were there on D-Day, and they did work their way through Germany. When I went to Mick, if you're watching this, I went to that Leicester Militaria show, the Victory show, and I was actually wearing my World War II clothes. I didn't have my helmet on, but I had the green Jeep cap on. And I was walking down the vehicle taking pictures. I know none of you have seen my pictures. I'm sure you've probably seen some of my video, but I've got a shed load of pictures I took that day. Right, so that's the dinner time menu. We're moving on to supper now. Just to finish my story, I was walking down taking pictures, and I just looked over and I saw this guy had the same 35th Infantry badge that I had on my arm. I thought, wow, what's the chance of that? I said, 35th Infantry, dude. Because he was pretty busy, didn't have time for a chat, but I would have liked to have a chat to him about that. But I was really the only 2 there that had the 35th Infantry badge. Everyone's obsessed with the 101st. They forget that other units there as well. I mean, okay, the 101st are, you know, famous and stuff, but I like to do something completely different. Anyway, so we're moving on to supper ration type K, the morale ration again. Let's see. Oh boy. Well, you can't peel that off, because if you peel that off, that's gonna, that was a big mistake putting that on there. You should not have done that. So there you've got coffee, biscuits, bouillon, confection, cigarettes, sugar and chewing gum. So we'll open this and then we'll compare it to the real one to see what was in there, shall we? Of course, you've got the wax box again. Awesome. Let's see what was in. Oh, is there something stuck down the bottom there? Ugh. No, I have to open up the other end and get it out. And we'll compare it to the real one, and then we'll see how accurate it was or what's missing. I'll have actually probably sealed these with glue. Right, so let's pull that out. Anything else that's in there? I don't think there's anything else. Can't see nothing else. Just an empty box. Right, so here we go then. Off the top, juicy fruits. Excuse me. And of course there was, I forgot, there's 2 different versions of the K ration. There's the A and B units. So, you know, we kind of have a bit of a problem really, don't we? Identifying wise. Apparently there are 2 different ones, A and B. Contents of mid-1945 type, I can't, let's just call it B dinner. With a chocolate fudge bar instead of the usual Milky Way or Mars candy bar. This is the, obviously this is the 1945 version because it's got the star, the morale thingy. But yeah, vanilla flavoured caramels. This unit was packed by type A outer carton, which is that one, which is the 1945 one. So basically the contents of this are not correct. They are not correct. This should have been like a Milky Way Mars bar instead of a penny bar, milk chocolate penny bar, Hershey's. That should have been a Milky Way Mars bar. Juicy fruit, they weren't even in the pack. They weren't even in there. Waldorf, maybe Pennsylvania, PA, Waldorf. You can actually get the real paper on eBay. I've seen it. Malted milk, dextrose tablets, Phil Rushton type K, Baby Ruth bar, that probably wouldn't have been in there maybe, not in the 45 one. Granulated sugar. Well, this is this version, as you can see there's crackers in there. Dextrose tablets, I think they got that right. It won't zoom for some reason. There's no meat with it either, the meat can's missing, but then again I don't think this ration had a meat can. Or did it? No, this one, we've covered the damn thing, I can't see it. No, I can't see it, they've covered the frigging label. But as you can see, that was the type of version of that. There's a lot wrong with that ration. Oh jeez. So basically they failed really, in a way. So coffee, we've got no coffee. Biscuits, there's no biscuits. Bouillon, there's no bouillon. Confection, well, you've got 3 different types of confection, but I don't think any of those were in the thing. Dextrose tablets, I think they were there, but it doesn't say them on here. So cigarettes, no cigarettes, sugar, and no chewing gum, but Waldorf paper was in there, but it doesn't say there's no Waldorf, so they basically failed doing this. But the thing is, it smells old. It smells like army. It's got that, Mick knows what I'm talking about. If you ever smelt an army smell from back in the 80s or something, or the 90s, it's got that smell about it. It smells old. But they've completely got it wrong. But I reckon I could do better and replace the contents with the real-ish ones, or about as close as I can get. After doing a bit of research, I might be able to replace it. So, there we go. Complete balls up on that one. So, I will keep the contents, but I'll take them out and use them for display purposes only. I mean, you could have got a Milky Way bar, you could have got a Mars bar and wrapped up in the real wrapping, or made a fake wrapping or something. There's no thingy, you know, it's just complete balls up. Complete and utter balls up on that ration. Jeez. Some people. Well, you know, I mean, I would have only carried this in my Doughboy pack anyway. I wouldn't have even opened the damn thing up. But you can't even sit them sideways. It's just too big, I think. Yeah, too big. How are we going to get these back in the box? But, well, I'll just stick them there for now, eh? Stick them there. Supper. Supper. So you got dinner and breakfast. A complete balls up, really. They should have done the research and try and replace them or make them. And if you've got some Jacob crackers, you could wrap them up in some printed paper or something, you know. but unfortunately they failed. But I would only carry these in my day boy pack anyway. My mess tin, they didn't carry mess tins because they made too much noise apparently. The kitchens brought all the mess tins and stuff with them. And all the rations as well, probably been in crates and boxes and stuff like that. Maybe they carried them on their backs. But I assume the kitchen just brought everything forward. Every time they moved forward, the kitchen would just come with them, wouldn't they? So there you go. So that's my thoughts on that. They completely failed on some of these. I would have done a better job personally. Just a little bit of research. All we need to do is try and find them somewhere printed in the paper or whatever. But you know, they completely failed on some of these. Anyway, so that's my review. We'll come back next week with some more World War II rations. But in my view, they've completely failed. I'm a bit disappointed, but they have failed. We should have done the research. kration.info, you can get all your info for K-Rations there. Maybe if you lived in America, you could probably get the proper K-Ration already made up. You know, there's probably some people that actually go out and do that, you know, to make the proper ones. But of course, living here in England, we don't have access to that crap. So unfortunately, what can you do? Right, anyway, cheers for watching. Thanks for the likes and comments and subs. I appreciate it, guys. You're all awesome. My operation date has now been brought forward. My foot operation is now May 22nd. So after that, you will not be seeing me because I cannot get to the table to do ration reviews. I'm basically stuck indoors in a wheelchair for 7 months. And then, because the wheelchair does not fit through the door, so, you know, I probably look crawling on my hands and knees most of the time. But yeah, so after next week's review, you won't see me again for a fair while, unfortunately, because I will be out of action. There's nothing I can do about it. Basically, till probably around this time next year, and hopefully I'll be better. Right, cheers for watching. I hope you enjoyed that, but it's a bit balls up in my view. They could have done more research, you know, but whatever. I'll see you next week, and then after that, I'm done. Finished. Bye-bye. Have a good one.